true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, the wait is finally over. It is Super Bowl Sunday. For the call, here's our veteran duo of so many Super Bowls, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we have played 266 games in this NFL season. Only one remains, and it's the biggest of them all, as EA Sports is proud to present coverage of the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 72 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Eight yards to go here on second down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Steelers set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A screen to Bell. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Now he'll escape to his right. And James has it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now Dobbs. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Prescott from the gun. Escape, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree charging hard from that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On the counter, Elliott. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Prescott looks to throw on first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll throw again. Prescott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Dobbs is throwing. Hard throw, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to get in for his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
On third down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you must. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Jalen Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. The give is to Bell. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 32-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On the give, this is their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll run it with Bell. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right on the 30-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A give to Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Dobbs now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw Dobbs. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On the sneak, it's Prescott.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
First down carry by Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Dancing, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Bud Dupree bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Here's Dobbs to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 41-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go! Let's round! Ohio!
Here's Dobbs to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing here, Dobbs. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Evans has it left side. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down and 4. Prescott to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. 10th carry now for Elliott. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The give is to Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Prescott on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. A swing pass caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, it's Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Play clock winding down. Bell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go. 1-0.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. To throw is Dobbs. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Right now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Now Prescott out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Bryant. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.